I want to point out a spot that you was talking about that I think all professionals go through. Because I don't want to just say artists, because it's artists, but it's also professionals in any aspect where it's like, I turning that I love what I do and realizing that now that you've made it there, that this shit is a job now too, and there's deadlines, there's responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
What years was this? What years was this? Early in '90s, right?
Yeah, this was like 95.
Right. Also, you had like a content shift, like with the content of rap. What we're talking about is changing because you know it was almost you had like the fun and games, but then the gangster rap started to really take over more and more. And you had a decision to make if you're going to go further, right? What you're going to do, and that's kind of hard. But it's kind of hard to do, which I kind of get what you're saying, right? Like you got to make a decision. Do I really want to go this way, and then I got to keep this, and how long does that last, or do you know?
And that's a good point.
No, sure. I can
didn't
get that.
really encounter that until in between the first and second album. Because the musical landscape was starting to change in between my first album and my second album.
Right.
People was getting serious money in between that time. You know what I'm saying?
But also what you're rapping about is still cool. Like you still don't want to come out because now you got to make a decision. You don't want to come out and not miss the mark. You know what I'm saying? So you want to try to get in the middle, right?
I got you. Because now you know your fan base and you know what they expect of you and you know the image that they expect of you. And you know what they expect when they come to eat at your restaurant.
But are you keeping in line with that vision even though the times is changing and still being relevant? Like that's a balance.
It's a balance.
Yeah, but how do you get there when you're in the middle? Like he's saying, he's young, he's thrown into it, and now he got to make a decision. He got this hype, so now people expect something of him. But now they know who he is.
Yo, that's
now you expecting me to come, and now I'm writing some stuff, and it might be hot to you, but to me, I don't feel it's ready to go.
It worked, and sometimes it did.
Right.
Yeah, that pressure's ill. Right. That ain't gonna lie.
And like Biggie said, you're not gonna promise that they love you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just don't know. Like sometimes you wish that you could do it.
Exactly. And like I said, sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't, or sometimes it worked and it didn't. It was just a matter of what the trade-off was.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, case in point, I caught a lot of flack from the streets for doing the song with Pop. Shout out to
because back then he was because
the shiny
the
suit.
definition of shiny suit, like
that's
that.
Right. I forgot about that.
And all that.
The Mesa
video. We deliberately put me in a shiny suit. Like
that was a conscious effort.
Yeah. Like the director and my team were talking, and they were like, "Yo, we're deliberately putting you in this."
And you know what's ill in that video? If you watch it, it looked like you really didn't want to do that shit. I ain't lying. Watching that video,
they wanted me to dance and all that shit. And you could see the unsure in my face.
I know, that's what I said. Watching that video, come to think about it now, like wow, that's crazy.
But it's my most successful song rotation wise.
Right.
So
you was on to something, but it's
like that.
It's almost that's that deal with the devil shit.
Sometimes you don't like it, but this is what it is. Right.
In the streets, and I picked that beat. Puff didn't pick that beat. He picked a completely different beat for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So when I went to their studio, the studio they had at the time was Daddy's house. But when I went to the studio and D-Dot was playing me tracks coming on Nasheem, shout out to Hitman.
For real, I mean, a lot of music,
that's
soundtracks to my life.
That's, that's Stevie J with them, right?
Yeah,
Stevie J was with them.
Yeah. But Puff had Prestige, he was there too. But Puff had a beat for me picked out, like where he was, and it was really more street, and it sounded more.
Did he ever use that beat for somewhere else?
No, but he did tell me to use Can't Hold Me Down. Can't Nobody Hold Me Down.
Lord.
Oh, wow. Wow, yo, you ever said that on any other podcast? You ever said that before?
I don't think so.
So we got some juicy shit, bro.
You heard it here first.
Juicy
He
shit.
wanted me to use Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. But then I said no, and then the wild shit, It was like a month or so later, he and Mace recorded the song. Yeah. And he was like, yo, I want you to hear what I did. He was like in the convertible Benz shit, and we ran into each other. He's like, yo, listen to what I did. And I was like, see, I wouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Like, not the,
I know what you mean. I know.
But I was like, that was for you to do. I wouldn't have did what you did to it. So everything works out the way it's supposed to.
Right.
But shout out to Bad Boy.
Shout out to Bad Boy. God damn.
The day you made it work. You know?
Yo. I mean, yeah, look. You know what I'm saying? You're talented, so you was gonna make it happen. But
I won't be here telling you about that song, right?
Yeah,
you ain't push that.
Right?